I got a topic I really want to talk about this morning. The topic is like who like you. It's kind of cold out here this morning, but we're gonna get into it. Like you, take like you. Um, I have friends, and I've been telling them about relationship is a business. You know, it's not a fantasy world. It's a business. You know, talk to who talk to you. You know, if a person don't want to talk to you, don't talk to them. You know what I'm saying? And make sure in each conversation that you have with each individual, it be a constructive conversation. When you trying to, you say, I like that person, and you over there talk to that person, and come to find out it's not a constructive conversation, you got to get that person off your list, your list.
You said cross them out,
Yeah, cross them out. And don't pay attention to your friends. If you see somebody that you like and you might not have the best of clothes, or
not as tall as people like your man's to be.
He might be ugly as hell. You know what I'm saying? Or she might be. But look here. But they have a quality in them that's second to none. So you have to sit down and talk to that person and get a feel of that person. Don't go by what you see on TV, Hollywood stars. He look like a movie star. You look like a football player. You look like a basketball player. On the list go on and on and on and on.
Because that don't put food on the table.
That don't put food on the table. And then when you get in a relationship, you find out the relationship has to be balanced. There has to be a balance in the relationship. I think some individuals don't really understand what balance in a relationship is. They think that if the man worked, the woman got to work, But in my opinion, the female do way more work than the male do. The male might go outside and do some work, but the female got the children, got to maintain the house, got to bring the right type of grocery into the house, got to make sure that the children go to the doctor, the dentist, the regular doctor. There's a whole lot going to school, she got a hell of a job, So make sure you have a balance in the relationship, and a whole lot of people don't understand what balance is, but that's what is balance. You got to have a balance in the relationship, and the relationship definitely has to be open, because if your mate want to ask you a question, and you always try to answer that question as honestly as possible, And another thing about relationship, once you get in a relationship and move in a positive direction, keep your damn friends out your relationship, Don't be gossip. Oh, he did this and she did that and this and that and that and this and that.
I would take it a step further. When you're mad at your mate and you know that you're not leaving, do not even get your family members involved in your business, because you will forgive and forget, but your parents and your siblings and all your other relatives, they're not going to forget or forgive. So try to minimize the amount of information, because I can even talk about what I did in my younger days. Do not give out so much information about what's going on in your relationship, because that can be very detrimental to it staying intact. Yes.
And another thing, in a relationship, if your husband come in, say he done did a 9-to-5 job, okay? The first hour he come in, don't get into a conversation about no BS, or what done happen at the house. Wait till he make that transformation to his comfort zone. Then you could gradually say, hey, baby, I want to talk to you about this, and then what happened is this and that. Wait till he come down off that high, because some of these jobs are hard as hell, I used to work for the postal service, and when I got off in the post office, I was drained. It's like that comedian on Mad TV. They jump around, because you be jumping around, producing all day long. So when you come home, you don't want to go into, hey, you hit the door and say, guess what? The world came to the end. This and that. No, give them about an hour, relax.
Because that makes it hard for a person to want to come in the house.
Yeah.
If you ever see your man sit down in the driveway, or your wife sitting out in the driveway after she gets off from work, that technically sometimes can mean that she's having a hard time coming through that front door.
Yeah.
For whatever reason. So we have to work on making sure that the home is a sanctuary.
And another thing about the males, I want to talk to you about this. This happens all the time, when you lose your job, you know,
Mm.
and sometimes your ego be hurt, and a whole lot of things be going through your mind, and then you know you're a front door man, you know, and what I mean by front door man, you always love to work, you like to do things for your family, and it's very very important to you to do those things. But when you lose your job, just don't sit around the house every day and just in a corner saying, "Oh, I lost my job," this and that and that. Go out and find you something to do. If it's just like for 2 hours or 3 hours, okay? When you make that money, it might be $50 that day. You know what I'm saying? Bring it back to the family. Maybe you want $2 or $3 or $5 to get your bill, something like that. You get that, but give the rest of the money and put it in your wife's hand. Where y'all can start like little by little, getting yourself back together. Don't just give up. You know, life is very very important that you keep on moving forward. You know, so
And women, you have to actually look for a man that's willing to do that.
yeah,
That's not going to, every time an issue comes about, he's going to jump into despair for long periods of time and forget what the real mission is. Is to take care of the house and the family. But another thing that I want to bring up, Dad, that you always have told me throughout my life is about the rejection game.
oh yeah.
Talk to them about that, Dad.
Yeah, I want to talk to you about the rejection game. Before I go into rejection game, let me finish this up about the males. When you lose your job, don't get in no kind of argument with your wife or your girlfriend. Just say, baby, something. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and make sure if you say, hey, if you say you had a supervisor job, a big time job, you have to downsize. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you have to do landscaping, cutting trees, washing cars, working at a restaurant. Do these things until a door open up for you that you could get back to the position that you used to. Because the universe will try and create and watching you anyhow. Because this is a test, This is a test, And what was the question again you asked me?
Getting back to who like you.
Yeah, okay, go
Remember
ahead.
you told me,
Yeah.
I brought up the thing about the rejection game.
Oh, yeah. See, I call the rejection game the pimp game, When somebody tell you you're in a relationship, and you think the relationship going smooth and everything like that, you with your mate, you paying half the bills and plus a little bit more, and he comes to you and say, hey, I don't think you're doing enough, come with that negative BS again, you're not doing this, you're not doing that, you're doing the right thing, But when somebody tell you that they don't want you, they don't need you, them words come out their mouth is a blessing in disguise. Start packing your bags right then and there and get the hell out of that circle, Just say, hey, thank you for telling me. Don't argue, well, this and that, No. When somebody, that word come out their mouth and telling you that you're not doing enough in this relationship, pack your bags and leave. And let him have somebody else to come in and do the same thing that you was doing. He's not going to find that person. Or she's not going to find that person, It goes both ways. The male energy and the female energy. It goes both ways. So be aware of that.
And what's the whole phrase when you talk about who like you, love who love you, respect who respect you, and it's something else. You had like a whole saying there.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to ask for something.
Yeah. You don't have to ask for respect. You don't have to ask for forgiveness. You don't have to ask for apology. Don't ask for those things, because if you have to ask for them, they don't mean it. Just disconnect from those type of people. So getting back to a relationship, if you meet somebody, get in a conversation, see how for the conversation gonna go, how it gonna grow, you know. And but before you get into a conversation with anybody, you gotta ask them, is they married or do they have somebody? You know what I'm saying? If you find yourself
And in
interested,
these days and age, you have to do a background check. That's what the internet is for. Unfortunately, you have
my
to.
daughter will do a background check.
You know, most women are very good at that FBI stuff,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
some of them, when you slack and don't do your background checks, you end up with some of the worst people. A lot of things are going on where women are being hurt and, you know, murdered or beat up, raped. There's a lot of things that are happening to women because they don't vet these guys, and they end up in closed environments with them without really knowing who they are. So you have to definitely do your background check, because another thing that I'm seeing is that there's a lot of men with multiple children. You know, a lot of them just every time they have a child or a woman gets pregnant, they abandon that woman and go on to a next one. So you have to look at social media, see what their social media print is about. Don't get in deep with them until you talk to their relatives. My dad said, always talk to the one that's the drunk that's in the family.
Okay, if I meet a young lady, I'm saying, and and they got a drunk addict or whatever he is over there, you know what I'm saying? You know, I go over there and talk to him, you know what I'm saying? And I'll be talking to him about how to get his act together, though, you know.
But things
You know
come
what I'm
out in that conversation.
And
They
he'll
tell
tell
the
me,
truth.
he'll tell me the truth about what you call this and that. In any relationship, first of all, you meet somebody and you don't know nothing about their past. You don't get involved deeply in that relationship until you understand his past. I've seen some of my friends, they meet somebody from a different country, don't know nothing about the past, you know what I'm saying? You know? And they get married to them, and all of a sudden they be together 4 or 5 years, then they disappear, you know? And
Bank accounts cleaned out.
They gone and stuff like that. People play real bad games, you know, in life with you. But I hope y'all got something out of this conversation that we having with y'all today. Be very aware of relationship, like who like you, talk to people that talk to you, you know, because relationship is a business. It is a business. It's not. Don't get in that illusion in their world that I'm in love. True love is when we get justice, you know. But until we get justice, we have to work with people that work with us, you know.
Yeah.
You know, that's the best thing I can tell you, you know.
Analyze the risk and rewards before
Amen.
getting too deeply involved.
Amen. That's true. So take the time to hit the like button and please subscribe. We really need your support. I have a new channel and I'm barely getting to the point that
Dad only technically needs like 130 watch hours before he can start being monetized.
Yeah.
So y'all hook Dad up.
Yeah, hook me up. I need a hook up.
Please
Hook up.
subscribe and share his channel with others.
And another thing, I like to come from the old school, you know, not all this technology. Just the basic foundation of life, you know. And if you stick to the basic foundation of life, you can live a very smooth, prosperous life, you know. So I'm glad that you took the time to watch our channel. Like I say, please hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you very much.
Thank you.